Hello everybody, Brad here today and welcome back to Project Hospital. I hope you're all doing okay. So in our last episode we were kind of working on a couple of bits. We expanded our little trauma centre down here and we got on this little corridor on the side of the trauma centre because I think we were planning on moving our observation unit at some point just in case we needed to expand it, because we've only got a capacity of 4 beds it looks like, and in the future, especially when we are having our ambulances now coming in, we might have to expand our ward for emergency. So we've got this little space back here that we can use if needs be, and we've also changed up our intensive care unit. It looks like we are already at full capacity there in intensive care. 2 out of 2 beds are full, so we'll just have to make sure that, you know, if we need more patients to go to ICU, that we have the beds available. So let's just, I am a bit worried that these guys here in our trauma centre might have to go over to our intensive care unit. Let's give Kate some pain meds. So she's got quite a lot of things that could be wrong with her. 1 out of 7. Or you're going to see me, I assume it's the top 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So down to calculus of the ureter. So it looks like every single one has a symptom of that abdominal pain and other symptoms as well. So she's also got dehydration. So it could be something like, where's dehydration? Not there. Dehydration's not there. It's actually not in any of them, so that's quite interesting. So what we basically need to do is we need to kind of have a look and see what one of these Kate could be suffering from. So what I think we're going to do is, it looks like it's definitely something like kidneys, appendix. So let's do, what have we got here? We could do something like maybe like an urgent echo. That might tell us if she's got any organ damage. So maybe we'll do an urgent echo. A blood draw. I mean, the blood draw could tell us if she's got something like where's the poison? Like lead poisoning. If she's got anything in her blood that shouldn't be there. So let's go ahead and we'll do. I think we'll do. It's just difficult. Maybe microbial sampling. Maybe something. Yeah. Let's do that and we'll see how that goes. She is getting fast at the moment, the sonography there, so that should help as well if she has got something like gallstones or something like that. So let's leave that with Kate. We've also got Margaret. That's why I'm worried. I'm worried that these two are going to have to come into intensive care. So what have we got here? We've got Margaret, who is suffering, again, it can be quite a wide variety of different things here that's wrong with Margaret. So she's suffering from abdominal pain. So it looks like it could be something like that. It could be that. It could be lots of different things basically. So again, we're looking at things around the appendix, around the intestines. So I think again we're going to have to do something like some kind of sonography, which she has not had yet. No, she hasn't had any sonography yet. So let's make sure she goes for fast. Maybe an urgent echo as well. And maybe let's see how that goes for Margaret. But hopefully, I mean not for Margaret, but hopefully for us, it'll be something that requires surgery. Because as soon as we do one surgery, I think we get $50,000. So that'll be very, very needed. Very needed at the minute. So Dana Brown is here and she's got a complicated diagnosis. Let's go over. And thank you to Dr. Kevin. He very rightly pointed out that I should use this a bit more often, this little diagnosis table here. So we know that out of these 4 possible diagnoses, we know that it can't be this. We know that it can't be obstructive sleep apnea because we haven't got that department. This is a model department, the ENT department, because I cannot pronounce that. So we know that it can't be that, so it must be either insomnia, hypothyroidism or chronic fatigue syndrome. So she's suffering from fatigue and depression. So that kind of lends itself to either of these. Obviously chronic fatigue syndrome and insomnia makes sense, and hypothyroidism. You know, the thyroid is something that regulates lots of hormones and stuff within the body, so that makes sense. It might be disrupting her sleep cycle. So I think what we should do is do a little more probing. Now, What we could do is there something that could show us, maybe we could do something like neurological testing. So we could have a look at her central nervous system, see if there's anything there that looks a little bit odd. We could do something like, what else have we got here? A blood draw, that's not going to do much, I don't think. An x-ray is not going to do much. So what we basically need to do is we need to see what these other hidden symptoms are. These are quite tough to diagnose because obviously stuff like sleep, it is really tough. So I think what we should do is we'll put her in for observation, but maybe do something like a basic visual test. And let's do something like a CRP and some more lab tests, because what they will show us is if she has got something like hypothyroidism, because that changes the kind of hormones and stuff that are in Dana's body. What that's going to do, it's going to show us if there's anything in the blood that again is abnormal. So let's do something like a blood draw, CBC, blood count. I don't think that would tell us much. We can maybe do something, that's not going to do much, and again ELISA. Or ELISA, yeah, can do hormones, can't it? Let's do ELISA. So let's do that for Dana, and again we'll kind of just see how that goes. Let's favourite Dana just so we can come back. And we'll unfavourite you, Jan. I hope you're enjoying your time here in our hospital. So we'll keep Dana there, just so we can keep an eye on her. And like I said, hopefully we can get some kind of operation going on, just to get us this grant. So who else do we have? We've got Carol Brown here. I think she was still here in our last episode, wasn't she? So let's have a look at Carol. So yeah, so both these symptoms are symptoms of both of these different things. So we need to see if she's chilly, if she's got blood infection, if she's got anything wrong with her urine, like cloudy urine. So are we doing a urine test on her? I can't see it there. So is it down here, still waiting? It's because we haven't got histology. Right, let's go ahead. We've got $16,000. Okay, I hope that we can build the histology lab for $16,000. So if we came out there and done that, can we move our little cleaning closet that we've got here? We can't be moved because of that shelf. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to come into here in the medical labs, and what we're going to have to do, actually this is probably the easier way, is if we copy this as a prefab, we'll pop it there. Obviously we'll get rid of that door. That door will not be staying there, and that window will not be staying there. Can I get that window please? Can you stop mugging me off? And that door. We'll be deleting everything in here that we can. So let's delete all of that. Obviously we can't delete that shelf at the moment. Then what we'll do is we'll pop that door back in there, and we'll build our walls here. That's going to be the edge of our histology lab. We're going to build this one quite large because I don't know if you remember in our last series that we done on Project Hospital, the histology lab got so busy, guys, like it was actually ridiculous. So I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger just so we've got loads of room to expand our capacity. Now we're going to delete that room. I hope that doesn't change. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Well, basically we need to take that shelf. Can I undo that? Can I undo that? I don't think I can. No, I can't undo that. Okay, well, I've managed to balls it up a little bit. Let's delete that shelf, and we'll have to find these two janitors. Can I do something like... Yeah, there we go. That's the easiest way to do it, isn't it? There we go. So that's going to be our little cleaning closet. Then what I think we're going to do is we'll build a wall. What wall are we using up here in our corridor? The double striped green. So let's get that continuing down there. And we're also going to want that. What do we have for our cleaning closet? Maybe we'll go for something a bit different. Maybe that. And our actual lab can be... What do we go for over here? We did just stay with a double stripe. I'm going to go tiles, I think, in our lab. So let's do that. So we've got just over £10,000 left. Let's get the door on the front. So that's going to be the door. Then I want to have a little area that's like a little office area. And then that then comes into the lab, maybe with a double glass door. bit like that. And then our office area can be maybe like a wooden floor. And then our actual lab can go for maybe like a green tile. Maybe these. Beautiful, beautiful. Just to change it up a little bit. So let's get some glass walls, something like that. And then that's going to be a histology lab. So for the moment, I think this is going to have to be quite a basic lab. We're not going to have too much in here. So let's go for, we're going to want some kind of desk area, aren't we? Well, because we're going cheap, how much are these square tables? 69. Way. Okay, so it's still cheaper to get some of these. So let's get some square tables in like that. And we'll get 4 of them in. And now what I think we're going to do is we're going to get in positions for 2 people to be in here during the day. And then we've got some positions here to get stuff like the printers. And I'll get a paper holder in. Go for sample storage over here, I think, for storing all of our samples. And they can just walk in there and really easily get to there. We would have, in a real lab, you probably have a sink quite close to there so you can like really decontaminate your hands and stuff when you hand in your samples. We'll get a bin so you can throw your gloves away and stuff after you've been into the lab. Let's get out a lab desk. So we'll get out our first lab desk maybe there, and then we can get like a row of them in the future. But I'll get rid of one just for the moment. And we need obviously PCs. So did we get 2 people in the day over here? I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, okay. So we'll get 2 people in the day in histology as well. So let's make sure we've got 2 spots for our kind of like lab desks here and kind of like office workstations. Then we need a microscope. We need a stool analyzer. This is where our money's really going to go quickly. Then we need a medical centrifuge, which again I'll just turn around and pop in somewhere like there. Then we need a lab analyzer and some kind of glassware. So let's get a lab cabinet up here, and we'll get 2 of them for the moment. And we'll get a lab analyzer on one. And what are we in? We're in histology. So let's go for, would you have a burette? I don't think you'd have a burette in histology. So let's go standard glassware. Now this looks quite empty at the moment. It does look quite empty. But what they'll do is this will fill up over time once our kind of requirement for sample processing increases over time. So let's have a look for people. I don't think they need advanced biochemistry, do they? Okay, well let's do it. We'll be good hospital managers and we'll do it. We're going to get in. You're pretty good, Brooke. Only for $214, I think you were. And let's also go for advanced biochemistry. And we'll also get in Rachel. She's coming in late to work, but that should be fine. Okay, and now we're going to have to extend our waiting room just to come down there so you can get to the histology lab and give the samples over to the laboratory technician. You will now have your workspaces. You now go into there. Lovely jubbly. So we've now got histology. Oh, and we need to get in a little window, don't we? So if we move our sample fridge over to there, then we can get in the window with the blinds there, but we'll turn it around to be in like that. And we've got $716 left. That is not a lot of money, is it? Right, can we get... So now we can send you, Carol, over for a urine sampling test. And that should really tell us if there's anything in your urine that is indicative of either of these infections. Okay, beautiful. Someone's going over to the high dependency unit. We've got Patricia Taylor who's coming over here, and she needs some corticosteroids. Let's also go with some beta blockers. Oh no, she's not. She's coming to the diagnosis room. Well, that's a bit of an odd way to go, but fair enough, I suppose. Fair enough. So we've also got Frank. I think you again were here from last time. So you've got hemolytic uremic syndrome. So you need blood transfusion. So that's going on at the moment. Okay. And have we got anyone in our clinic? How many doctors have we got here now? We've got 2 doctors. Okay. So we've got 2 doctors in general surgery with no patients at the moment. I assume you're a patient here, Brooke? Or are you just chilling out? You've come over here for some reason instead of using the toilets. I suppose that is probably the closest toilets, actually. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Sorry, Brooke, sorry. Okay, and unfortunately we found out that our special procedures unit doesn't count towards our surgeries, which is a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame. Okay, so everything's going well. Looks like this is quite busy again. We might need to expand that in the future. This is a shared room, so people will come and use this one. I put in a small common room over here, and there's one here. So I hope that they're kind of well scattered out. We might need to get one kind of up here, just to help out with our kind of general surgery department if staff are based more up there. Looks like we've got plenty of kind of radiology capacity here. Looks like one X-ray is enough for the moment. Our restroom's going well. Lots of people coming here to our cafeteria. And looks like we're kind of starting to get quite full here. So David, you must have an ankle contusion because you can't have an ankle fracture. So you need a leg cast. I need numbing ointment. Let's give you all of that, and then David Williams, oh, slip of the tongue, you can actually be discharged. And then we've got Jennifer Cole here with cholangitis. So again, we'll just give you all of those kind of drugs and bits and bobs. Can I get in you? So we've got Margaret White here. She's suffering, well, can be quite a number of different things. So it can't be dermatomyositis, or however you pronounce that. I don't know why that's juddering. It has to be one of these other bits and bobs. So let's say COPD. So can we do some kind of lung test? Is that a thorax perfusion? We can't do that because it requires. So if we take you over to general surgery, let's do a thorax perfusion, and it could be something else like liver. It could be a tapeworm. Let's do pulse oximetry to see if you have got any like oxygen starvation anywhere, and then we'll do a USG just to make sure you haven't got any organ damage due to, you know, like COPD or fibrosis of your liver. So let's have a look at that as well. Okay, so it's going well. Can someone just need to have surgery, please? I think it's quite rude that you're all being healthy. Do we need 2 stations in our gift shop? Who have we got in our gift shop again? Oh, we've got Finn. Hey Finn. So Finn's in our gift shop. He's selling gifts to people. And I assume then these people are coming over to our internal medicine or our general surgery department or our intensive care unit. I don't think you can have visitors in intensive care. You definitely wouldn't in real life, I don't think, would you? Because obviously this would be quite a sterile environment, I would imagine, and these people need really, really urgent, thorough care. So I don't think you'd have visitors in intensive care unit, but please feel free to prove me wrong in the comments if I'm talking utter nonsense. So we do need a Q machine in our waiting room just here. So let's get the Q machine, and then we'll get out some info TVs. We'll get out one there. Can I get one over here? Or maybe one like there. Okay, lovely. And then the doctors will not have to come out of them to get the patients. It'll just happen automatically. Right, so what's wrong with you, Thomas? You've got bacterial gastroenteritis, so you need some antibiotics, and then you can just go home. You can just go home. Okay, so here we've got Charles Thomas. So it looks like he's got something wrong with his stomach, some kind of stomach or gastrointestinal problem. So let's have a look. We'll give him a physical exam. Then maybe we'll have a little feel of his abdomen, see if there's anything like any kind of swelling or softness or hardness there in his abdomen. And we can also have a look at something like, we could do a gastroscopy. That's quite, it depends. If we still don't know what's wrong with Charles, we'll give him a gastroscopy, but I'd rather not, because that's a really kind of invasive procedure, isn't it? And there's not much else we could do. Could do maybe this. Activate as a normal immune response, Eric. Oh, he's got H. pylori. He's got Helicobacter pylori. Oh, I've done a project on Helicobacter. I think we done on Helicobacter hepaticus. I think that's one of the strains, isn't it? I remember that. Okay, so he needs triple therapy treatment, which is done in ICU or general surgery. So why can't we do that? Special medicine as indicated for the patients, yeah. ICU diagnostic unit at general surgery. He needs to be hospitalised, doesn't he? So we can't give him standard hospitalisation. Wow, I didn't know we had that many people here. Are we going to lose lots of money if we get in another bed? If we do that, no, that was okay. It only cost us just over £1,000. Then we'll go back. It was this guy, and we can. So we still can't say that we can pop him in here because that's already immediately been allocated. So we might have to expand our regular ward here, mightn't we? So let's put him in HDU. I know it's overkill, but we'll put him in there just so then we can do his triple therapy treatment, and then we'll give him these other drugs again. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So if we were to expand here, if I do a prefab, does it do the... Oh no, what is going on there? I don't know what has happened there. If I do this, does it do my foundation? What is going on? Can I please click and drag? I can, but now it's putting a stupid wall there. Get rid of that stupid wall. Then we'll try and copy that. And can we place that there? It does need to be foundations first. So if we do something like that, and we could do a little garden in here. I don't know if I hope you guys are catching my realistic hospital series over on Twitch, which has also been streamed on YouTube. But we've popped in a little garden there. I quite like it. I think, oh, it's actually this. It's actually this wallpaper. I quite like putting those little gardens in. I don't know why. I just feel like it really kind of brightens up the hospital. We haven't got loads of money here, guys, so we are going to have to be a little bit careful. So if I do that and do that, and if I get in that wallpaper there, then we've got a little bit of space over here now. So we can at least get, I mean, we will go into the into minus, but we can get this out here. Well, actually, no, let's just do that top bed. Like that. Beautiful. So we are in minus, but at least that means that we've got a little bit more capacity now in our regular wards. There we go. And at some point we'll get in a little garden here, I think, so I think that'd be quite nice. So we basically need to earn lots of money. So I'm going to speed up time. We have got quite a lot of people in our labs waiting room here. Let's just have a look at that. So we've got 5 people waiting in haematology. That's quite a lot. So we are back now into the white. So if I was to copy that workstation, let's get someone in here in the day. So let's get out maybe David, and I think we need someone here at night just to go through the samples at night. So let's get someone quite good. You're quite expensive though. Let's get Frank at night. He's pretty good. He's got the advanced biochemistry skill, so Frank can come in at night and just make sure that if we have any samples which still haven't been processed during the day, it just means that Frank can then do them at night. So we've got quite a busy lab area. That's really, really good to see. I might just get a bench down here, just so if someone is waiting for histology, they haven't got to wait further up the waiting room. They can kind of just wait down here in this little bit here. Okay, lovely. So hopefully this starts to really get through the samples. Let's have another look. So that's now 6. Yeah, so we've got lots of samples here for our haematology lab. It means that we might need to get more equipment at some stage. So we could expand maybe into here and then move our radiology maybe. If we need to expand our radiology to here or into this little square here. So Elizabeth Jones she needs a blood transfusion. And she can't do that because she can't be hospitalised. She can't be hospitalised because there's no free bed. So let's have a look over here in internal medicine. Yeah, so we're absolutely full in internal medicine. So if we were to get some foundations out here, I mean, that would be all my money just gone. Oh, this is complicated, isn't it? Right, so how big are these squares? They are... that's 4, isn't it? So can I afford to get in foundations for 4? I can, but I'm already going to be in the red, which isn't very good. So what can I sell just to help out? How many doctors have we got here in emergency? We've got quite a lot of free desks, haven't we? That's a free desk. Isn't being used. That, I think, is being used. Is that being used? That desk there? Nope. So let's go in here and we can say that there can be deleted. That desk there can be deleted. That's giving us a little bit more money. We can delete that lab shelf there. we can delete. I don't want to delete anything from the labs. There's not too much more really. It's like we use a lot of materials, and we can't delete any of the scrubs in our operating theatre there. No, we're just quite busy. We're quite busy, and we've got lots of stuff. I think we can delete all of that. We can definitely delete some of it. Is that not even classed as? Oh, it is classed as intensive care. So we can definitely delete that because we've got one in there. We don't need any more defibrillators. I think we've only got some in the room, so that's given us a little bit more money. It's given us $900. Okay, so I think we are going to go back into the red once we get. We need to get out the one without the defibrillator. Or what we could. I'm just trying. So much to think about. Right, what we're going to do? Okay, I got it. So in the future, if we need to expand the general surgery department, we're going to go down this way, or this way, and create a corridor here. So we're basically going to get rid of this corridor. So let's get rid of that stretcher. That stretcher will be moved to there. Then what we can do is say that this is now going to be an internal medicine extension of the ward, like that. So we actually don't need that foundation there, but we'll keep it in. And then this corridor is our purple with the wooden rail going down, so that goes in there. Then what we can do is those beds are all full, so we'll delete that square, and obviously the privacy won't be great in here for the moment, but it means that we can get at least one more bay in here. And then what we'll have to do is expand this as our regular ward. There we go. And once this patient goes, we'll delete this bit, and then we can kind of extend up here and get some more beds up here. But that's going to give us one more bed in our internal medicine clinic. So let's fast forward time just so that kind of registers. Then we can go to Elizabeth Jones and say that you can now be regularly hospitalised and have all of your drugs and treatments. There we go. So let's check on this patient here, please, Dana Brown. So she's going for some lab tests at the moment. So I assume we probably don't know too much more about Dana. She's going back to her chair, and I assume she's waiting for all of those lab tests just to go through and to get some kind of results through. Okay, so our clinic opening hours have ended. I think this is a good point to end the episode. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We have got some dirty floors. Right, I can't go without dealing with that. Right, we're going to need more janitors. So let's go into here, and we're going to get out. We're going to delete that. We're going to turn that sink that way round. I'm going to get out some bucket carts. So I can't get out. Oh, I haven't got any funds, have I? I haven't got any funds. Maybe we could delete that magazine rack. We could delete. No, I don't want to delete the gift shop side. I want to delete the magazine. No, shift. Hey, magazine rack can go. That t-shirt stand can go. That's not give us a lot of money at all, though. Maybe we'll get rid of. It's really tough, isn't it? Because you don't want to get rid of everything. Because let's get rid of these vending machines. I think we'll get rid of them. And I forgot what I was doing. I was putting in another shelf here, wasn't I? Let's get one more shelf, and we'll get out one more bucket cart there. Then we'll get out two more janitors. We're going to get out you and you at night, and hopefully that means that these floors will get cleaned a little bit quicker. Okay guys, so I'm going to end the episode here for today. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you very shortly in our next one. Remember to catch our stream tomorrow, Thursday the 21st, 9 PM GMT +1. Will be on Twitch and YouTube, streaming our Realistic Project Hospital series. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you later. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel down below if you haven't done so already. And please feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Have a great day. See you later.